Hello and welcome, all friends and devotees of Biblical Studies. Today is Monday the 7th of December 2015. I'm just going to continue reading my Holy Bible translations in English language from Matthew chapter 12. For all those who are watching my videos for the first time, welcome. I'd like to inform you that I have my Holy Bible, of course, my Bible translations published. All you have to do is just type my last name, Aburime, free Bible on Google or on Yahoo, and you should be able to pull up the Bible and follow us from there. Or on this particular video, actually, I also have the Bible link attached to it. So those who want to be able to follow our reading and reflect and contemplate and meditate with us, you are welcome to click on the link. There's a link to my Holy Bible attached to these videos. All you have to do is click on it, and then you should be able to follow us from there. Today I'm just going to read for our contemplation and prayer Matthew chapter 12 from my Holy Bible translations. The caption or the title is The Pharisees Reproved by Christ. That's the title. Matthew chapter 12. The Pharisees Reproved by Christ. I'm beginning from verse 1. As events happened, Jesus walked on the grain fields on the Sabbath. Jesus walked on the grain fields on the Sabbath. And his followers, being hungry, harvested some heads of grain and ate them all. And some authorities among the Pharisees challenged them, saying, "Why are you breaking the law of the Sabbath? Why are you breaking the law of the Sabbath?" But Jesus replied them, "Have you never studied this? Even this? What David did. What David did when famished and without food. David and his companions. How he entered the house of the Lord God, took the showbread and consumed it, and likewise handed some of the showbread to his companions. And it is unlawful for anyone to consume this food except the priests. And have you not observed in the law of Moses that every Sabbath day the temple priests surely profane the Sabbath and are by no means guilty? But I tell you now that there is one here superior to the temple. There is one here superior to the temple. God says in the scriptures, "I desire benevolent mercy and not the sacrifice of sentient beings." If you truly understand what this means, you will not judge people who are not guilty. For the Son of Man is master even of the Sabbath. Jesus proceeded from there and came to a synagogue. And there was a man in the place with a disability. There was a man in the place with a disability. In his right hand, the hand was paralyzed. There were people in the place who observed Jesus intently, trying to find a fault and charge against him. And so they asked him, "Is it lawful or unlawful to heal the sick on the Sabbath? Is it lawful or unlawful to heal the sick on the Sabbath?" Jesus replied them, "If one of you owns a sheep and it falls into a pit, will you not reach it if you can and pull it out? Will you not reach it if you can and pull it out? Even if it is a Sabbath day?" Now, humankind is much more valuable than sheep. Therefore, our law certainly permits us to assist humankind on the Sabbath day. And at that point, Jesus told the man with the paralyzed hand, "Thrust out your hand." And so he did. And the hand was healed, becoming healthy just like the other. The Pharisees departed, quite bitter, plotting to kill Jesus. But when Jesus became aware of the plot, he relocated. Large crowds followed him, and he cured them of all diseases and disabilities. But he warned them not to inform the people about him, that the word might be accomplished which was uttered by Isaiah, God's special envoy. "This is my servant, I chose him, for he is dear to me. He is dear to me, and I'm quite pleased with him. I will dispatch my spirit upon him, and he will proclaim my judgment to the people. He will not dispute, nor yell, nor speak aloud in the busy streets. A grassy plant he will never harm, nor quench a flickering light. He will strive until he makes justice to prevail. And in him all nations will place their trust." In him all nations will place their trust. Now a group of people led a man to Jesus. The man was born mute and sightless, and also possessed by evil spirits. Jesus cured the man and liberated him, so that he regained his speech and sight. The throngs were quite astonished at the miracle Jesus had performed, and they asked, "Could this be the offspring of our great King David?" But when the Pharisees heard this, they said, "He expels evil spirits by the power of Beelzebub, the chief of devils." Jesus was quite aware of everything they were thinking, and so he told them, "Every nation divided against itself only comes to ruin and emptiness, and a house divided against itself collapses. If Satan expels Satan, he is divided and fighting against himself. How then will his monarchy last? And if